Hi, Peter Nelson here with Full Service Property Management. I want to chat with you today about management fees. We get a lot of owners coming to us, and oftentimes the first question out of them is, what are your fees? And let's just clear the table on one thing. Management fees in property management mean very, very little. By that, I mean the level of service that you receive from a property manager is completely uncorrelated to the fees that you pay. So it's unfortunate, but you can have high fees and lousy service. You can have low fees and great service, and you can have everything else in between. What happens is most consumers were used to going to Walmart or some other big box store, and obviously, $3 beats $5, so it makes sense to start the property management process with that. The other reason why people go down that path is because really it's the only real tangible item that you can compare different property managers against. But nothing could be further from actually the truth, I guess, in finding out what's going to work for you. The things that I recommend when shopping for a property manager is just, do you get along with them? If you don't get along with them, then there's no sense, putting a square peg through a round hole. Is their management style what you are looking for? And that's a tougher question for you to ask, and it means you just have to ask more questions. How do they screen tenants? And then just ask them different scenarios. What would you do in this kind of situation? What would you do in this kind of situation? These videos are intended to answer those kinds of questions, so you get a good idea of how full service operates and the method to our madness. And then a big question is how big of a staff do they have? More importantly, how many units does each property manager manage? If a property manager is managing 150 units, then it's likely that he or she won't be able to afford your property the same amount of time as somebody who's only managing maybe 40 or 50 units. There's some caveats to that because there's different business structures that could affect that. But basically, you just have to dive into each business and start asking them those kinds of questions. A big one for me, I've hired 8 or 9 property managers to manage our own portfolio. And a big point for me was response time. I did not want a property manager who was going to take, a couple of days waiting to get back to me. I understand people get busy, and hey, a quick email saying, I'm slammed, I'll get back to you by the end of the week. I get all of that. But to just sit there and not respond for quite a long time, I kind of border on disrespectful. So there's a few ideas and tips that might help you to determine who you want to work with and how to ferret that out. But most importantly, I want to leave you with this one thought, and that is that all property management companies, their fee structures are all in the same, we're all charging the same amount, more or less. And the few extra bucks that you can save with one property manager over another is not justifiable. You have to look at the service that's being provided. Hope that helps, and enjoy it and make it a great day.